Hey, hello, what's up? I will be doing weekly Premier League predictions, and this is according to the way I view the teams and how they play. So, as you can see, this is already my pre prepared weekly results for the game week 2. Sorry, not 23. Uh, just got a 3 there for the wrong reason. So, game week 2, predictions for the 2025-2026 EPL season. So, yeah. Um, so, game number 1 is West Ham versus Chelsea. Now, I thought about this West Ham team. They're very slow, not methodical. I clearly don't see a pattern in the way they play. I am trying to find out what they're doing. Their squad is aging. They only have one way of attacking, that is Jared Bourne dribbling and maybe making a pass or shooting. So I'm seeing them struggle. If people trying to get Jared Boyne out of the game, Paqueta is doing nothing enough, and those are the two most creative players in their squad. And having sold Kudus, I have not seen a way out for them. Chelsea, they will have to start Estabao because against Crystal Palace, I think that guy is the one who maybe pinned Crystal Palace back. They had ways to Esteban had even a chance to shoot. The ball fell for him, and yeah, I see them. They will not struggle so much this season. Chelsea might even be in the running for the league come the end of the season. So yeah, my score prediction there is 0-2. Manchester City. So Man City and Tottenham. Well, Man City went on a run in against Wolves. Wolves. I will speak about Wolves ahead. Man City. They have Tijan Reinders who's making very good connections from carrying the ball, making precise passes, as well as having the vision to. Actually, game week 1 was all about Tijan Reinders, and I don't know how midfield or even defenders will cope with him. So that was a good game for that guy. Tottenham, though, is a good outing when Thomas Frank is their coach. They were quite open against their previous coach. Right now, they are very methodical. They're attacking, they're committing numbers in the box. I feel that, yes, Man City are good. Tottenham will threaten, especially with this guy Kudus. Kudus is their outlet. He created two of their goals. Um, City, yes, we score. They have very good and prolific scorers. I'm edging towards City, but I think Tottenham will hold it out to a 2-2 draw. I feel that Tottenham will have their chances and they will take them. The thing is, Tottenham don't have a striker. I still do feel that it could end in a draw, but if Man City even wins, it's no surprise as well. So Bournemouth Wolves. Bournemouth is at home, very strong outing. We saw it against Liverpool. They could have maybe gotten a draw in that game if not for their not so much commitment and concentration in the game. So Bournemouth are a possession team and attack very fast. That is one of their characteristics. They're very pacey even in transitions. They want to play the game at a very high tempo. Wolves are right now methodical. Now Wolves for me, I see people saying that they will go down. Honestly, when they have Pereira, this their Portugal coach, Portuguese coach, I think they're more methodical. They are controlling the game much more better. But I think they will struggle against Bournemouth, especially if they commit numbers and Bournemouth have spaces in behind to run into. So yeah, I think Bournemouth will win this one 3-1, based on the fact that Bournemouth will score more than Wolves. Yeah, Wolves will get a nick in, but Bournemouth will have the upper hand at their home ground. So yeah, Burnley, Sunderland. One thing about these kind of teams, promotion teams, they don't usually tend to give each other respect. So goals go both ways. So I expect an open game, but Sunderland have signed players, which will give them an edge. Sunderland as well have, I think, the upper hand in their squad quality. I feel that their squad is better than Burnley. And yeah, I feel that Burnley will just be edged just on the fact that Sunderland is more controlled than them, and they're deep, they're too deep. Even if they now when they play an open game, I don't know how they will transition from their deep game into an open game, and I think Sunderland will quite batter them on that front. Yeah, maybe get that slight edge. 2-1 to Sunderland. Brentford, Aston Villa. Brentford haven't figured themselves out. They don't have that, how would I say, that edge over teams right now. I don't even know how they're playing. Honestly, if I was to be asked, I would say that they're still kind of trying to figure themselves out. They were beaten by Nottingham. They got a lucky goal on penalty. I just feel that Aston Villa's defense is just too good. They got a red card against Newcastle, but still held it to get a point in that game. And I feel Aston Villa is much more organized, and will just nick our goal or two for the 3 points against Brentford. So Arsenal versus Leeds, this trend will continue. Arsenal against relegated teams will just batter them. They are just so good on that front, and I think maybe we can find Gyökeres scoring in this kind of games now. He will maybe lay his mark in this type of game, and I think they will shine in this game. I'm sorry to Leeds United fans that Arsenal will just maul you. 4-0 to Arsenal. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. I predict a draw in this game. Why? These teams are both defensively very sound and very physical. Crystal Palace is a very physical team. You've seen it against the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool. You've seen it against Chelsea just recently. And Nottingham Forest is fast paced and also very physical in defense. So they will try and cancel each other out. A goal might appear, not a goal. A goal will come, both teams. Eze might have just transferred to Arsenal, so he might not play this game, but they will find a solution. I think Sa will go to the other side, and they will, or even they have Nketiah, I think, who will play there. So I, in this game, predict a 1-1 draw based on the fact that these teams are equally matched, and they will try and cancel each other out. This is not a high scoring game. Nottingham will not score as many as we've been seeing it score against other team opposition, not with Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have a very good coach who is very methodical, and the defense is very, very good. Some prediction here will be a 1-1 draw. I think 1-1 would, or even a draw, even a nil-nil. This game could go either way. But this team will end. This game might end in a draw, or a point for each team. Okay, we're going to Everton versus Brighton. Everton, I'm trying to figure out how they're playing, but they have very good wingers. Honestly, the Dier and Grealish, who is coming on as a sub. They also have the other guy in the right. I don't remember quite his name. But also Dewsbury Hall in the midfield trying to link up play, but they haven't even figured out how they want to attack. They are getting so many chances in a game, but they aren't converting them. Brighton is also good defensively, but on the outing they can maul you. Now, Everton will have to be very defensively sound not to concede too many goals against Brighton, but I feel that again Brighton, on the other hand, is a good outing to just beat anyone on their day. So I would predict Brighton win here. They press so high, they will just they sit against Everton. 2-1 to Brighton. Fulham Manchester United. United fans won't love me in this. They will probably come and complain, but I feel that Fulham is just that one team which is there to disappoint big teams. And honestly, I've seen it against Arsenal, I've seen it against Liverpool, I've seen it against Chelsea, I've seen it against City. Fulham can beat you when they want to beat you. And United, right now, when they are while entertaining their first game, they have got a very good attack. But now, let me ask: Buemo and Cunha will want around 4-5 chances to score a goal. Fulham are very critical with 1, 2, 3 chances. How well do you think you will beat them 2, 3, 4, 5 goals? It ain't happening. In this team, up until you're very good defensively, which I want to see. But there's hopes for United. I think they'll finish high up this season. And yeah, I feel that this will be a tight game as well. So I am giving a draw for that 1-1. United fans would agree, but that's it. Newcastle, hear me out on this. Liverpool, people have been predicting them to win the league. Now, one weakness about Liverpool is that their aging centre backs are just peeping in too much goals. They are letting in too much counter attacks. Van Dijk is not the same Van Dijk of last season, of even previous seasons. I have seen him good on 1v1 situation. Not honestly, I would say that Konate is a better tackler. Just Van Dijk is a good collector of loose balls. Um, Liverpool, they will want to dominate the game, but Newcastle will come to them. Will come at them. Liverpool high flying fullbacks will leave spaces for the likes of Semenyo and Gordon and Harvey Barnes. Now that will be a massacre. If and only if you don't balance your game right, I think even Newcastle will hit you at their home ground. St James's Park is not an easy ground to play in. So watch out for this game. This game will be a cracker on Monday. So yeah, you don't just tip easy wins against the likes of Newcastle, Aston Villa, and Nottingham. These days, those teams, Crystal Palace added to that mix, those teams are very hard to beat. They will be very hard. So teams, of all these teams, the teams that I'm seeing that will go to relegation, honestly for me, are West Ham, Leeds, and Burnley. And I have to say that because one, West Ham game is very predictable, very slow. The ex squad is aging. Apart from Jared Bowen and maybe this left back that they signed, there's no one as exciting to watch in that team actually. Honestly, nothing about that team. Leeds as well. I just feel that Nonto is trying. The striker, well, the striking pattern is kind of championship style. Um, Enough for the Premier League, I don't think the people will be so sound to concede from you people. Again, for Burnley, same reasons as Leeds. So yeah, and that completes my EPL roundup predictions for this season. See you next week for a similar prediction. And this time, I'll be doing it on a weekly basis. So that is Gameweek 2. Let's see how many I will get right. Comment in the comment section below to see what you think. If you feel different, sorry. If you have different predictions for the game week. And let's wait for next week. Thank you and have a nice week.